before we get into that, why don't you tell us the story of Remains to be Seen? What is the book about?
It's a search. This individual is, well, I put love in there, and he's searching for some kind of fulfillment, some kind of love. I hate to tell people what it's about because then they form their opinions before they read it. But basic storyline is love. Person finds this woman, and they're together for however much of a time, and because of this person's other travels, then he begins to see something further and deeper than what they have, on the surface. So that's kind of where the title comes in, Remains to be Seen, because there is a deeper pool. You know how lakes are, there's the surface and there's what's underneath.
Mm-hmm.
And this person sees that and begins to investigate it for himself using what's around him, his love. So let's just leave it there because that's where it is.
All right. The novel, the culmination of the plot, brings us to a point where our hero, who's never given a name, in fact, expresses the ultimate form of his affinity for this young woman. Could you tell us what he does as an expression of this affinity?
Well, I've been intrigued by gurus, I guess, that's a familiar term to us all. And so he takes that position as being, I'm searching for a different word, but being a guru, and tries to take this person who he's involved with to another level, or a deeper, more spiritual level, I would say. So that's what happens towards the end, at the conclusion, is taking her from one plane of existence and to a different, perhaps more spiritual or a higher plane. And it's all with her consent also.
All right. Would you tell our viewers, since I've read the book, how he brings this about?
Would I be giving the story away if I did that?
Well, I don't think so, because I don't think the physical actions of this storyline are as important as some of the things, the symbolism and the thematic content that we can delve into in a moment. But what action does he take in order to bring her into this more spiritual plane?
I think it's a deeper expression of his love for her by opening up what she is to what the possibilities are.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the controversy that I've heard, a whole lot of controversy about it, is that he puts a gun in. Okay, fine, that's...
Cauthen, you seem a little bit reticent to actually come out and say what it is he does.
Well, it's because I see it in a different light, because there's laws of good and bad. People have said that, you don't do it this way, but that's the way my character has seen it. And so, again, she wanted it done that way. They made an agreement between themselves that in order to reach whatever level they're striving for, that's the way it would be done.
Well, when we talk about it, then it would be safe to characterize the act as one of putting a gun to the woman's head and pulling the trigger with a live round in the chamber.
Well, that's it in its basic
That's the
finite
mechanics of it.
form. Fine. So I'm trying to look at it deeper. I keep going back to that deeper aspect of what was actually done.
All right. Another question about that. Again, I've read the book, so I know, but for the sake of our viewers, did he feel, our hero, any need to put himself on such a higher plane as Our Lady?
You're asking why he's not there now. Okay.
Well, in putting the gun to this woman's head, it was his idea that he was releasing her spirit, if I can presume to say so.
Mhm.
Why then, as you write this story, was there no such need for our hero to do the same thing, to achieve that kind of freedom, if you want to characterize it that way?
I think our hero realizes inside himself that that plane is already available to him at any point. So while he's here, he has to do what is available to draw in those people who don't have that kind of awareness, who sort of are lost, and so he has this kind of magnetic appeal, and they come to him, and he is then the catalyst, the guru again.